Chrissy, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Oh, it's so good to have you here with me.
I'm glad to be here. It's great to be here.
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
You look gorgeous. I just
Thank
love this
you.
glow on you. I love this glow.
Thank you.
You look really, really
I did
great.
myself.
Yes. yes. So we have been in this position quite a few times, just interviewing you about just some amazing things. And so now I am just so grateful and I'm honored that I am able to interview about your album that's coming out.
Yes.
September 20th.
September 20th, which is right around the
Which
corner.
is right around, weeks away.
Which
is right around the corner. And
Yes.
so I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy that you decided to step out.
Thank
You're
you.
such a wonderful artist. And I'm so happy that you are bringing music back.
That is
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. You're bringing music back. So we're going to get into the album.
Okay.
We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about the producers, which is Greg Owens, yes?
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and get into that.
Absolutely.
But there is something that I always ask whenever I bring someone on board, I always ask them, I want you to be honest and very transparent, okay?
That's what I do.
How are you?
I am well. I'm blessed. And I'm in a season of transformation, which is kind of timely because this album is about that as well. So, I'm just riding the wave.
So, getting into the album, give me 3 words that describes your album.
Well, transformation.
Yes.
Purposeful. And intimate. Yeah. I'm like one of those people or artists. I feel like I don't put a whole lot on social media for my life and stuff. You're gonna hear it in the music or you're gonna hear it in the art. So what you gonna find out about me is in the music.
And it's nothing like having a little mystery of your music. Yeah. People get to see you in so many levels. And speaking of levels, this album, as I stated to you before we start filming, to you and your producer, this album, nothing sounds the same. It tells a story, but nothing sounds the same. And I just find that to be so creative. And my question for that is, who inspired or what inspired this album?
Oh my gosh. I think I would have to say, when I first started talking to Greg about wanting to do music, I think the first initial meeting that we had was, what are some artists that you're interested in or that you listen to that, you are influenced by. And so I gave him a couple names and then he was like, okay, I think I have some music that could match that vibe or that energy. And so the first track that he played was the Shadows. I have a song called Shadows. And I heard that beat and I'm a huge K-Tronada fan.
Yes.
I'm a dance girl. I love dance music. I grew up on all the CeCe Peniston and the Robin S. and Crystal Waters.
That's good.
I love dance music. So when I heard that, I knew that I wanted to do something to it, and it's just such a moody kind of track. It immediately put me in the mindset of something that's from a dark place that needs to come to the light. And it just so happened to be at that point in time I was dealing with a lot of anxiety in my life, even so much to the point where when I recorded that song I was so full of anxiety just with everything that was going on in my life. And so that was kind of like an outer body experience for me recording that song, because it was like I was literally fighting my way through recording it. So
Oh, wow. Wow. So we talked about Shadows. Let's talk about, there was a love song. That's on there that you have between your mom and your father.
Yes.
Let's talk about the creative process of that.
Okay. So we were in the studio. We were sorting through like different samples and sounds, and there was just this beautiful, like, string, melodic, just energy to the song.
And by the way, you're classically trained.
Yes.
Yes.
So
it makes sense. Yeah.
So I hear, like, I can hear the smallest part of a song and say, yes. Like, that's going to inspire me. And when I heard the sound, I immediately started crying. I was like, this is a love song. I don't know what I want to do with it just yet. But I knew that it was going to be a love song, and it just made me feel like when people hear this song, I want them to feel like either they want to be in love, or they want to fall in love, or the love that they are experiencing with someone, it heightens it. And so when I got home and I wanted to start writing to it, in about 2015, my father wrote a love note to my mother, just expressing his love to her and just the love that they had over the years. And I keep it on my coffee table in my living room, and I looked at it and I said, this is so poetic. This could be the first verse.
Yeah.
So the first verse of the song is called 85 Till Infinity, which is the year they got married. I said, I want that to be the first verse.
Yeah.
So the first verse of that song is from a male's point of view, my father's point of view, of his love to his spouse. And the second verse is from a woman's point of view, her love to her spouse. So it's a really beautiful, beautiful, intimate song about love through the ages, and just, being there for each other and sticking it through and just honoring each other. So,
oh, I love that.
Yes.
And each song on this album has a meaning, and it's a deep meaning. So we have Stuck in Limbo.
Yes.
Love, Down to Speechless. We have Shine. And that's also featuring your producer. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about Shine.
Shine is such a fun,
upbeat,
90s cookout, 90s kind of vibe. It's just
skating. Shine is just
top down, windows rolled down. It's just that kind of vibe. It's a feel good song. I just wanted to have a song that was like me popping my stuff, me talking my little stuff. But I just wanted to be uplifting and just a song about building self-worth.
Yes.
Being confident within yourself, loving yourself, celebrating yourself.
And so that is something that really stuck out to me about the song. And there's a place in the song, I believe it's in the chorus, it says just celebrate who you are. And what do you mean by who you are?
Accepting yourself for who you are. Because I think oftentimes, we're always in a space where, like, I don't like this about myself, but I love this about myself. And it's learning to accept all of who you are. Even the things that you might feel a little uncomfy about, embracing it and, loving yourself.
And that's why I wanted to ask that question, because I want everybody to know you are okay.
Yeah.
And this album and that song is gonna let you know that
you're okay.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Yes.
And so celebrate.
Yes.
Celebrate who you are.
Yes. When you're feeling like, I just wanted to add.
Oh, yes, please.
When you're feeling down about yourself, or you just need a pick me up, that is the song you should
That is the song.
For sure.
That is the song. I know y'all haven't heard it. I have, and trust me, it's in rotation, y'all. Let's talk a little bit about Home.
Oh my gosh. Home is special. Home was the last song that we recorded on the album. And what inspired it actually was a few things. I was having a conversation with a close loved one of mine about what does home feel like now, now that I am an adult orphan. So I lost my father in 2021 and lost my mother last year in 2023.
My condolences.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And what that feels like now, because I don't have a physical home to go back to. My family unit that felt like home, they're no longer here with me physically. And so I've had to learn, like, what does home feel like to me? And so I was reminded of there is a part in The Wiz, okay, which is one of my favorite movies.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite musicals.
Yes. You know we have that in common.
Yes, The Wiz. I'm a Wiz fan.
Yes.
But I love Glinda for so many reasons.
Yes.
And there's a part where Glinda talks about home with Dorothy, where she's saying home has always been within you.
Yeah.
You don't have to go looking for it outside of yourself, or it has to be a physical place. It's always been inside of you. And so when I started writing that song, I wanted it to feel like, well, what did my parents or what did my family show me what love is? Love is being myself authentically. Love is having courage to, step out on faith and doing the things that you were put on earth to do. I mean, it's so many different ways where we can find home within ourselves. And so I just wanted that to be a reminder to people, who may have lost someone that they're close to, or maybe some people who grew up in situations where they feel like they don't have a home to go to.
Yeah.
Home is within you.
Yeah.
You create the home that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel that you're loved, makes you feel like you're appreciated. And so I just want that to be a reminder to people.
Oh, I love that. It's also, I believe, from what I heard, it's also just that still believe in yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the themes of this album is discovering someone's self-worth along the way.
Yes.
And how that can be in so many different, whether it's a relationship with yourself or whether it's a relationship with people, familial or, romantically. It's really about discovering your self-worth and accepting yourself, loving yourself, embracing who you are.
I love that. I love that. So now I want to, because you have such a wonderful producer that is with you on this.
Yes.
And we're going to bring him in.
Okay.
And ask him a few questions. But I did want to ask you, why did you choose Mr. Greg Owens on this project? And how was the relationship between him and yourself?
Yeah. So I met Greg like a few years ago. And one thing that always stuck out about him versus other musicians in Columbus is like he has a very warm energy to him.
He's a cool guy.
It's very
he's a
like,
cool guy. I've worked on a few projects with him myself. He's a good guy.
Yes, very warm, very open. And so something just told me, because I've heard some of his music before, and I just love like his way of how he conceptually thinks about music, because he's a drummer.
Yes.
So I love working with drummers.
Yes.
Like that's like one of my little secret sauces. I love working with drummers because I'm all about like rhythm and syncopation. And
they can get that beat.
Yes. So I just love like how they approach music. And so when I went to him and I was just like, I'm thinking about, wanting to do some music. He was open to it. And there's also a safetiness like that I feel with him. That sometimes, as a female artist, I don't always feel that way with other male producers and male musicians. So that's important to me too. I want to feel safe around this person. I want to feel like this is someone that is open to the process, someone who also has the ability to guide me in a professional and just like a really like authentic way. He's not overpowering, but he's very supportive and like assisting me in the process, because this is my first time, putting out music. So it was great to work with somebody who was just like teaching me the game as the process went along. So
that's awesome. So talk to me about like the process in the studio. Give me a picture. You are recording Stuck in Limbo.
Ooh.
And so tell me how that went. You got the producer, you got your singer, and also, sidebar, just want to put this out here, she's singing all of her backgrounds.
Every single one.
Every single song, she's singing all of her backgrounds. It is all her stacking, everything. It is all her.
Yes.
Y'all know how I feel about that. That's good singing. Y'all know I'll talk about good singing when it's time to talk about good singing. That's good singing. So I want to put that out there because I'm sure that it just wasn't I'm coming in, I'm singing this song,
right,
I'm leaving. I'm sure that there was hours of preparation and then saying, now let's do this, and then probably hearing it and saying, ooh, let's do this, let's do that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Stuck in Limo. So I also worked with another producer as well, which is also Greg's partner.
Yes.
Yes, so his name is Bobby Deuce.
Bobby Deuce, okay.
And so Greg said that this other producer has some music that I might be interested in. And so when he played the track, I immediately was like, oh, I'm writing to that tonight. I already know the concept of what I wanted to say on it. And so for me, when it comes to writing, I typically I always hear the melody in my head. Mm-hmm. I will play around with the melody, and then after I pretty much have a handle on what I want it to be melodically, then I usually refer back to my journals. Mm-hmm. So I love journaling. I've been journaling for years now, and so that has been a really, really great way for me to turn my music into, songs based on like what I'm going through. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking through my journal and I see an entry that talks about how I just was in a place at the time where I felt like I was just stuck. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to move forward, but I knew I didn't want to be stuck in the past. And it was just me trying to find my way through that season of my life. And I was just like, I need to write about this because I know that there's other people who go through this as well. And they need that reminder to themselves that, you don't have to stay where you are. And you don't have to have it all figured out either of where you're going. But just know that you have to take a step each day to get to where you want to get to. Oh. So, yeah, that's how we I approached the song as far as writing it. And then we went into the studio and stacked and layered and all those good things, harmonies. So,
well, I'm excited because I am here with the producer, Mr. Greg
Yeah.
Owens. Yes,
let's get it.
Yes. You produced this amazing album. Yeah. Now, Mr. Greg Owens, me calling you Mr. every time. I love that. You are not just a producer though. You're a musician. Name some other things that you do.
I'm a recording artist, songwriter, composer, engineer. Yes. Did I say actor?
Actor, yeah, you're an actor.
I do a lot of things.
What'd you say earlier? He's a Renaissance man.
I'm a Renaissance man, so
He's a Renaissance man.
I might get into something else later. I don't know.
That's all right.
So on this album, you actually showed us some of your talents because you're a feature on Shine. Mm-hmm. Yes. Talk to me about that song.
So, one of my favorite songs is "People Every Day" by Arrested Development. I actually met Speech.
Yes.
Tomato Fest.
That is a wonderful song.
And so, they did this actual song. I was like, you know what? Because my influence as a producer, like, I like the Hitman from the Bad Boy and like Trackmaster. So I'm like, I don't think I heard anybody do a song to this song. And so I had produced it maybe like a few years ago. And then this is like one of the songs that I showed Chrissy. Mm-hmm. And she did the song and then Shine and everything and like all of what Shine had meant, you know what I'm saying? Like it just sounds like a victory song, you know what I'm saying? So for people that wants to, be themselves, you know what I'm saying? And so like I was like, you know what? I need to hop on this joint.
Yeah.
This joint right here. And so I think that was like the last finishing touches for the project. And so I added it, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to be like the hype man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna do this. You can play it in the morning. You can play it in the shower. Before I even met Chrissy, I was like, I want to work with a female vocalist, particularly a female vocalist that can sing everything, that can actually sing.
That can sing everything. Chrissy can sing everything.
Everything. I worked with countless female vocalists, but it wasn't really more so. They had like a niche, it was a particular sound. But I wanted somebody that can actually sing any style. You know what I'm saying? So I met Chrissy at a session when we was working with a young artist. I was producing with him, and she was vocal coaching him. Mm-hmm. And so we was in a couple sessions, and so that's when she came and approached me. And talked about working on a project. I'm like, let's get it. That's what I wanted to do, and so it was an easy yes.
September 20th, the album comes out.
Yes.
For the entire world to hear. This album is good. It's great. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
And the world is going to receive this album. The world has now seen you in so many different capacities. Now you are a professional actress. Yes. You are an educator. You are an educator. Yes. You are an educator. You wear so many hats, especially within this city, but you have been able to travel and to wear many different hats. You have traveled with one of the best college choirs ever. Give it up for
Central State.
Come on.
Grammy nominated.
Yes. You are classically trained.
Yes.
You are really you're multi. You are.
Yeah.
And so the world is now going to see you in this capacity. When this comes out, everybody is going to be playing it.
Yeah. I
How do you
am
feel?
so excited.
Yeah.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I am so excited to for people to receive just everything that I've been able to experience, because I know that other people have gone through these things too. That's one thing I wanted to have, is an album that is reflecting to other people's life's journeys. Transparency. I think that's one thing that we're lacking in music nowadays. Everything is more the same as far as like subject matters and like what they're talking about. But and you also don't hear a whole lot of music nowadays that talks about self-love. Talks about self-acceptance. You know, and I think that's the most important relationship that you should have with anybody.
You need to listen. I need to fix me and still fix me. I need to stay fixed.
Yeah, so that was one thing that I really wanted to experience. For what that was something that I wanted people to experience on this album. And I'm excited for people to get to know me through my music. You know, they get to know me vocally and musically, and you'll be able to hear like my influences just based on how I approach my music. You'll hear a song and say, "Oh, I can tell she's a Brandy fan," or you might hear that song and be like, "I can tell she's a Mariah Carey fan." You know what I mean? So like, I definitely was very intentional even about how I sung the songs. I just wanted it to be reflective of all of the things that make me an artist.
Yes, and everything sounds so clear.
Thank
Just
you.
the approach is just amazing. And I just cannot wait until September 20th. I'm just going to keep saying it because I can't wait.
Too.
I'm so
Friday,
happy.
September 20th.
Friday, September 20th. I'm excited that you're alive and we're able to witness such greatness.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. And we're going to wrap up, but I want you to sing just a little bit of something.
I can sing a little bit of Stuck in Limbo.
Ooh, I'm ready, y'all. Don't put me on the camera because I'm about to sing all the words.
Don't wanna be stuck in limbo, clinging to my past, but I need to move forward. Don't wanna be stuck in limbo, but I gotta press on.
Sing! And September 20th is the album. Chrissy T, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And interviewing with me. I'm so happy for you.
Oh,
this is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so happy that we are able to see you in this capacity. You deserve to be in all of these spaces.
Thank
you.
Thank you. I receive all of that too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't want